The following presentation is brought to you by the Pride of ODU, the official NIL collective of Old Dominion Athletics. Be a monarchist. Join the Pride. Could you introduce yourself to ODU fans?
Jimto Obidegwu, left tackle from Kent State. 1 year eligibility left.
All right, Jimto. So do you have a nickname?
Jim.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Who has been your lead recruiter so far?
Coach Hutt, for sure. Coach Hutt, Coach Ronnie.
Okay. How would you describe your relationship with the staff so far?
It's been good. It's been good, real good. Can we pause?
So you've been through this process a few times.
Mm-hmm.
When you're evaluating a staff and a program, what are your top things that you're looking for?
Genuinity, like how genuine the person is. How real would they be? Like would they be telling me the truth, or would I sense like what they're saying isn't the truth? Things like that. But my main thing is genuinity, for sure. Like how genuine.
All right, awesome. I mean, that's a very important thing to evaluate, how genuine, how honest a program is going to be with you.
Yeah.
So you've been here since yesterday, Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
How's your visit going so far? Has anything stood out about your visit?
Yeah, the scenery, for sure. It doesn't really get too cold here. They got 5 beaches, surrounding the campus, which is pretty impressive for sure. Just how beautiful the campus is, and the amount of people that are around it. The nice buildings around it. Just scenery. I'm really most impressed about that, for sure.
Awesome. And a lot of fans will be happy to hear that. What other offers are you considering right now?
North Texas, Liberty, Tulane, Western Kentucky, Coastal Carolina.
Okay, that's a tough group of G5. A lot of good G5 programs in there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you said genuineness will matter a lot
Yeah.
in this decision. When do you think you'll make a decision?
Most likely right before Christmas.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about you as a player.
Okay.
You're a left tackle.
Yes, sir.
One of the toughest positions to play in football.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite play to make in a game? Is it like a pancake block, maybe a pull block?
Definitely a pancake. And especially my favorite, like a lot of people say run block pancakes. I love run block pancakes, but to me there's nothing like a pass pro pancake. Like say a guy's trying to bend the edge and I just shut it down, sit on top of him. It's like it reminds me of how athletic I truly am, or like a guy trying to run through my face and I snatch him down. That drives me a lot. I've figured out throughout my career, like me doing that the most, like I really enjoy that a lot. And I would also say pulling. I love pulling.
Yeah.
I don't being a tackle, like it's not really normal. Some offenses for tackles to pull as much. So when I do pull, it's like I'm like, all right, this is my chance. Like whenever I go, as soon as contact is made, I'm just running my feet, trying to get a highlight. Those is one of my favorites for sure.
All right. So this offseason, I mean, you know who you are as a player at this point. You got 1 year left.
Yeah.
What is going to be your top focus in the offseason to get better?
Definitely my body type. I got the body type to be bigger and like not carry as much, like, but I'm pretty heavy right now, and I want to turn it all into muscles all season. It's not too bad right now, but I know it can definitely be trimmed up a lot more. So I'm gonna go hard this off season on my body, starting right now. Hitting the gym daily.
So an important part of that is the strength coach.
Definitely.
You obviously got to meet Coach Snodgrass today.
Yeah, he's a great dude. Played O-line, at West Virginia. Knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. At what age did you know football? You had a future in it.
When I was about 10, I say maybe 9. Like when I actually enjoyed, playing online. Because when I was like 6 or 7, I'm like, man, I want to play receiver. I want to play running back. Like I'm tired of this. My coach is like, it's just the way you're built, man. That's not you. So I had to, I cried a little bit, being young. Like, man, I want to tote the rock. But then I started to learn to love, getting pancakes and blocking. Like I'm okay. I can do this. Like I realized, all right, this is what I want to do.
All right, awesome. I guess you're gonna be a grad student here, right?
No, I'm gonna graduate here if I were to attend here. Because I didn't graduate. I was going to graduate this spring.
Okay.
From camp, but since I'm gonna be a mid-year, I'm gonna most likely graduate in the spring here. So I'll be a graduate alumni from here, which is crazy,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
As an ODU graduate. it's a good thing to be, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
In your football career, do you have a favorite moment at this point? Maybe it's from high school.
Definitely high school. Definitely high school. Being in what game was that? The game to go to the championship game, semi-quarterfinals against was it Bishop O'Connell. That was my best game ever. Like that game was so fun, man. Like every play I just felt like I was in the zone. I couldn't stop. Like pass pro, nothing. They wasn't getting through me. Run. I was just in the run game, man. Like pancakes felt like they were falling from heaven. Like it was a great game for sure. I would say that one right there.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, to get to this point, you have to love the game.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you love most about the game?
I love most of the grind, really, like in the brotherhood. To be honest, like most of my closest friends played football with them growing up. Started since we was young. Like my teammates are my closest friends. So like just the brotherhood, the relationships I've made along the way, even with coaches. Being able to have connections with people like in different places across the world, across the country. Things I never forget. Like no matter what they do after football, like they're always gonna be, my brother's family. So it's a great thing. Definitely the brotherhood for sure.
Awesome. All right. So we like to ask a couple fun questions usually. First one, if you're a boxer or UFC fighter, you got to have entrance music, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What is your entrance song?
Oh, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. I want to say something by it's by something by Young Boy for sure. He's got a lot of good songs for the game. I get hyped to his song. So definitely a Young Boy song. It's too many that I like that I would choose from.
That's a fair answer.
Yeah.
All right. What is your go-to pregame meal?
Rice, chicken, and broccoli.
All
But not too much. A solid plate. Something light, something that'll keep me down for the game for sure.
All right, you're in the weight room.
Yeah.
Some cute ladies in the corner. What is that one lift you're gonna do to kind of show off you're strong?
I want to say power clean. I love cleaning. Clean is fun.
So what's your max on the power clean?
Probably like 295, 290, around there.
Nothing light.
Yeah.
All right. If you had to compare yourself to someone in the NFL, your skill set and how you play the game, and maybe someone you maybe model yourself after, who would it be?
Anton Harrison. Yeah, my teammate at my high school, Carroll. He's on the Jaguars now. Ever since I got to Carroll, like I've been trying to model my game after him. His quick feet, quick hands, how he finish blocks. How he get off the ball, his hat speed. I've always mimicked it, and it's got me a long way. So I watch him all the time for sure. Yeah,
that's awesome. Do you have a message for ODU fans?
I love everything I'm seeing so far. When I sit down and really decide, you guys are definitely a favorite, and I appreciate the fan base for sure. Appreciate it. It's a great place, great environment, great scenery. It's awesome.
All right, thank you, Jim. We appreciate your time,
sir.
And hope you have a safe trip and a great final year of football.
Sir, I appreciate it.